You've probably been told your whole life that aloe vera is a miracle plant that can fix almost anything, but if you use it the wrong way, you might end up with a nasty skin rash or a very upset stomach. Most people just grab a bottle of green gel from the store without realizing that what's inside might not be as natural as they think, or worse, they might be using the wrong part of the plant for their specific problem. Before we get into the good, the bad, and the itchy, let's talk about what this plant actually is. You've seen it in grocery stores, in your neighbor's garden, or maybe sitting on your own windowsill. Its official name is Aloe barbadensis Miller. That's a fancy way of saying the medicinal aloe. It looks like a cactus because it's thick and has spikes on the edges, but it's actually a succulent. Succulents are plants that store water in their leaves so they can survive in really hot, dry places where other plants would just shrivel up and turn into dust. Guys, don't forget to push the like button and subscribe to not lose this channel. If you were to slice open one of those thick, heavy leaves, you'd find two main parts. The first is the clear, gooey stuff in the middle that looks like jelly. That's the aloe gel. This is the stuff most people want. It's packed with over 75 different active things like vitamins, minerals, and enzymes. It's got vitamin A, C, and E, which are like superheroes for your skin. It also has minerals like calcium and magnesium. But there's a second part that most people don't know about. Between the green skin of the leaf and the clear gel, there's a thin layer of yellow liquid. This is called aloe latex. This yellow stuff is very different from the clear gel. It contains something called aloin, and while it has some uses, it's also where most of the danger lives. If you've ever just snapped a leaf off and rubbed it on your face, you might have accidentally gotten some of that yellow latex on you, and that's often why people think they are allergic to aloe when they might just be reacting to the latex. Think of an aloe leaf like a hard-boiled egg. The green skin is the shell, the clear gel is the egg white, and that yellow latex is like a thin layer between them. You have to know which part you're using, or you're going to have a bad time. Let's start with the reasons why everyone loves this plant. The biggest one is obviously sunburn relief. We've all been there. You go to the beach, you forget to reapply your sunscreen, and by the time you get home, you look like a boiled lobster. Your skin feels hot, tight, and like it's about to crack. When you put aloe gel on a burn, it feels like an ice cube is melting onto your skin. It's not just the coldness that helps. Aloe has these things called enzymes that help reduce inflammation. Inflammation is just a fancy word for your body's ouch response. One specific enzyme, called bradykinase, helps stop the swelling and redness. It's like sending a tiny fire department to your skin to put out the flames. But aloe doesn't just sit on top of your skin. It actually helps you heal faster. It has these molecules called glucometerns. When you put them on a cut or a burn, they tell your body to produce more collagen. Collagen is like the glue that holds your body together. By making more of it, aloe helps your skin knit back together much faster than it would on its own. And if you have dry skin, aloe is a lifesaver. Most lotions are oily and stay on top of your skin, making you feel greasy. Aloe is mostly water. It sinks right in and hydrates those deep layers. It's perfect for people who hate the feeling of heavy creams. It also works wonders for acne. Aloe has salicylic acid in it. If that sounds familiar, it's because almost every acne wash at the drugstore uses it. It helps unclog your pores and kills the bacteria that cause those red bumps. Plus, since it's soothing, it takes the angry red look out of a breakout. It's also great for aging skin. As we get older, our skin loses its bounce. Because aloe boosts collagen and elastin fibers, it can actually help make your skin look a little firmer and reduce those tiny fine lines around your eyes. It's not a magic time machine, but it's definitely a help. For people with bigger skin problems like psoriasis or eczema, aloe can be a huge relief. Those conditions make your skin itchy, scaly, and painful. Aloe helps soften those scales and stops the itching so you don't scratch your skin raw. Now, things get a bit more interesting when we talk about eating or drinking aloe. You've probably seen aloe vera juice in the health food aisle. Some people swear by it for their stomach. One of the big pros is that it can help with heartburn. If you struggle with acid reflux, where it feels like fire is climbing up your throat after a spicy meal, aloe juice can help coat your esophagus. It acts like a protective blanket, keeping the stomach acid from burning you. Some studies also show that aloe might help people with type 2 diabetes. It seems to help lower fasting blood sugar levels. It's like the aloe helps your body's insulin work a little bit better. However, this is one of those things where you have to be super careful. If you're already taking medicine for your blood sugar and you add aloe, your sugar could drop too low, which makes you feel dizzy or shaky. Aloe is also full of antioxidants. You can think of antioxidants as a cleanup crew for your body. Every day, our bodies deal with rust called free radicals that come from pollution, stress, and junk food. The polyphenols in aloe go around and scoop up those free radicals before they can cause damage to your cells. This helps your immune system stay strong. It basically gives your white blood cells a little boost so they can fight off germs more effectively. Believe it or not, aloe belongs in your bathroom for more than just skin. Some people use aloe vera gel as a mouthwash. I know it sounds kind of gross, but hear me out. Researchers found that it's actually just as good at reducing plaque as the stuff you buy at the store. And since it doesn't have alcohol in it, it won't give you that stinging, burning feeling that makes your eyes water. It's also amazing for canker sores. You know those painful little white ulcers you get on the inside of your lip when you're stressed or you accidentally bite your cheek? Putting a little bit of pure aloe gel on them can make them heal days faster. It stops the pain and keeps the sore protected while your body fixes it. And let's talk about hair. If your scalp is itchy or you have dandruff, aloe is your best friend. Dandruff is often caused by a fungus or just dead skin building up. Aloe has enzymes that eat away those dead skin cells, leaving your scalp clean and fresh. It's like a gentle exfoliating mask for your head. It also makes your hair feel incredibly soft and shiny without weighing it down with heavy oils. Some people even think it helps their hair grow faster because it keeps the hair follicles healthy and unclogged. This is the part of the video where we have to get real. Just because something comes from a plant doesn't mean it's 100% safe for everyone all the time. There is a dark side to aloe that people often ignore. The biggest problem usually comes from the aloe latex, that yellow juice we talked about earlier. If you eat that yellow latex, it acts as a very powerful laxative. And I don't mean it helps you go a little easier. I mean it can cause massive, painful stomach cramps and severe diarrhea. It's so strong that the FDA actually told companies they couldn't sell aloe latex in over-the-counter laxatives anymore because it wasn't safe. If you drink aloe juice that hasn't been decolorized or purified, you are essentially drinking a chemical that forces your intestines to contract violently. This leads to a much bigger problem: electrolyte imbalance. When you have severe diarrhea from aloe, you lose a lot of water and a lot of potassium. Your heart and your muscles need potassium to work. If your potassium levels drop too low because you've been using aloe as a weight loss drink or a daily laxative, you could actually end up with heart problems or permanent kidney damage. There have been cases of people who ended up in the hospital with kidney failure just because they were taking high doses of aloe supplements for too long. Then there's the cancer concern. Now, don't panic, but you should know the facts. There was a big study where they gave lab animals non-decolorized whole-leaf aloe extract in their water for 2 years. The animals ended up developing tumors in their intestines. Now, this doesn't mean your face cream is going to give you cancer, but it does mean that if you are drinking raw, unprocessed aloe juice every single day, you might be taking a risk that isn't worth it. Always look for purified or decolorized on the label if you're going to drink it. Even on the outside of your body, aloe can cause issues. Not everyone can use it. Some people are genuinely allergic to it. They put it on a sunburn, and instead of feeling better, they start to get hives or a red, itchy rash. This is called contact dermatitis. It's always a good idea to do a patch test first. Just put a tiny dot of the gel on the inside of your wrist and wait 24 hours. If nothing happens, you're good. If it turns red, stay away. There is also a weird thing with aloe and deep wounds. While it's great for a scrape or a minor burn, some evidence shows it can actually slow down the healing of deep surgical wounds. If you just had surgery and have deep stitches, don't go slathering aloe on them unless your doctor says it's okay. It might keep the wound too moist or interfere with the way the skin tries to close up deep down. Another thing to watch out for is photosensitivity. Some people find that after they use aloe, their skin becomes more sensitive to the sun. Imagine the irony. You use aloe to fix a sunburn, but it makes you get burned even easier the next day. If you're using aloe as a moisturizer, make sure you're still wearing sunscreen over it if you're going outside. There are certain groups of people who should probably just skip aloe altogether. First on the list, pregnant or breastfeeding women. Eating aloe latex can cause the uterus to contract, which is very dangerous during pregnancy. It can also pass through breast milk and cause the baby to have stomach pain or diarrhea. It's just not worth the risk. Then there are the drug interactions. This is the part that gets really serious. If you take diuretics, water pills for high blood pressure, aloe can make your potassium levels drop to a dangerous level. If you take blood thinners, aloe might make you bleed more easily. If you have an upcoming surgery, you should stop using any aloe supplements at least 2 weeks before you go under the knife to make sure your blood clots properly. And please, for the love of your furry friends, keep the aloe away from your pets. If you have a cat or a dog, you probably know they like to nibble on plants. Aloe is toxic to them. If they eat the leaves, they will likely start vomiting, get the shakes, and have bad diarrhea. It won't usually kill them, but it will make them very sick and result in a very expensive trip to the vet. If you have an aloe plant in your house, put it up on a high shelf where the cat can't reach it. So, after all that, is aloe still a pro or is it a con? The truth is, it's a pro if you use it correctly. If you're buying a gel at the store, read the ingredients. Many of those bright green bottles are actually 90% water, alcohol, and green dye, with only a tiny bit of actual aloe. Look for a gel that says 99% pure aloe and has as few ingredients as possible. If it's bright neon green, it's fake. Real aloe gel is usually clear or a very pale yellowish white. If you have a plant at home and you want to use the gel, you have to be careful about that yellow latex. When you cut a leaf off, stand it upright in a jar for about 10 or 15 minutes. You'll see the yellow liquid drain out into the bottom of the jar. Throw that stuff away. Then peel the green skin off and scoop out only the clear jelly. Give the jelly a quick rinse under cold water to make sure all the latex is gone. Now you have the pure, safe stuff that Cleopatra supposedly used to keep her skin looking young. Aloe is one of those things where more isn't always better. A little bit on a burn is great. A little bit in your hair is awesome, but don't go drinking a gallon of it or assuming it can replace your actual medicine. It's a tool, not a miracle cure. When you respect the plant and understand how it works, it really is one of the best things nature has given us for our skin. Just remember the egg rule. Keep the clear white part, be careful with the yellow part, and always check with a doctor if you're planning on making it a big part of your diet. At the end of the day, aloe vera is like a fire extinguisher. It's amazing to have in the house when there's a small fire, like a sunburn or a scratch. But you wouldn't try to drink the foam from a fire extinguisher to stay healthy, right? Treat aloe with that same kind of common sense. Use it for what it's good at, be aware of the risks, and your skin and your stomach will thank you. If you found this helpful, you should check out our other video on the best natural remedies for your skin.